Hello, this is TiKevin83 and friends live for the start of the Pokemon Speedrun Marathon 2023. I have with me Amoeba.
Hello. Hello.
BluMagma.
Hello, everybody.
And MachWing.
Hello.
Thanks, guys. We have a great lineup for this year's marathon. We're starting off with one of the people who is on the pre-show today. BluMagma is going to be running Pokemon Ruby any percent. BluMagma, do you want to just give me a short recap of why it's so important that we have any percent of Pokemon Ruby at the first run of the marathon?
Yeah, so this is the first ever PSRM Pokemon Speedrun Marathon. This run on the English version. This is the first time ever. Just a few months ago, we discovered that glitches that were presumed to only work on the Japanese version of the game are actually compatible with the English version as well. Oh, somebody's saying there's an echo. I don't know where the echo is coming from.
Oh no. Sadash, do you want to try to debug that a second here?
I think he just needs to mute the Discord through the Pokemon Speedruns. He won't be able to hear us though because he's deafened.
Okay. Well, we'll get that debugged here, and we'll continue talking through the starting lineup. So after BluMagma, we have Amoeba and your friend Andy. Now, Amoeba is also on the pre-show. Amoeba, tell me about the Pokemon Pinball Ruby and Sapphire Best of 3 showcase.
Yeah, so we've both myself and Andy have done pinball before for PSRM, but this we think is going to be a much more interesting way of showing it off. We're going to basically do a bit of a tournament set between the main three categories, which are Sapphire Field, Ruby Field, and Catch Jirachi, with Catch Jirachi being the short run, so we're going to do that as the tiebreaker if it's needed. So it's the first to two wins basically across the three main short categories of the game.
It's very exciting, and that looks like it's going to be about an hour-long race. That's a lot of pinball there for an hour.
Sapphire Field, if we're doing well, Sapphire will be about 20 minutes, Ruby will be about 25, Jirachi's about 5 minutes, so it just gives us a little bit of working time. But yeah,
very cool. Trend here of any percent runs. Is there anything particular that's led the selection, you think, towards any percent this year, or is it just a coincidence?
I think with Platinum, the any percent run is just the more interesting one. It's a glitched run, but it's not a short glitched run. I'm not going to spoil too much for anybody that doesn't want to be spoiled, but there's a lot going on in that run.
For sure.
Yeah, it's. I think people are coming around a bit more to the glitch runs. Especially recently.
And yeah, I agree. It's interesting to see a 3-hour-long glitched category. After that, going into the evening today at 7:20 in Eastern Time, we'll have Fierce Kyo on Pokemon Stadium 2 Gym Leader Castle Round 1. That's a classic of Pokemon Speedrun Marathons. We don't need to get into too much there, but very excited to see Fierce Kyo on that. And also, coming into the late evening, early night, we'll have Mocha Jones on Pokemon Scarlet. Now, who here has played Pokemon Scarlet? I actually have not played it at all yet.
I have played it casually, but that's it.
I played Violet, but pretty similar.
Unfortunately, you're talking to a non-Switch owner down here.
So that's why we got the Discord separated out, right? We don't even own a Switch, so I don't even need that Discord. Okay, yeah. So the Path of Legends is what we'll be seeing from Pokemon Scarlet from Mocha Jones. We'll see a single run of that on Switch, and then after that, into the early night again, we'll have RDA perennial Pokemon speedrun face on the Pokemon Rumble any percent no passwords run. We're going to see that on Wii U, actually, so that'll be quite interesting for the platform choice there. Very rare to see Wii U runs, but always fun to shake it up there. After that, there's going to be a bit of a pause for some setup and just overnight scheduling stuff. And then at 1:30 a.m. we'll see Peraz10 run Pokemon Black alt main Pokes Sock. That's going to be another very long run, 3.5 hour long. That will get us through a good chunk of the night. And then that gets us to at 5:20 a.m. Eastern tomorrow morning. We'll see Jadui on Pokemon Diamond Pearl any percent. And that's actually quite interesting. Amoeba, do you know, I can't remember off the top of my head, what is the big difference between Diamond Pearl any percent and Platinum any percent that makes it so much shorter?
Weeks. You get the bike in Diamond and Pearl any percent, and then about 10 minutes later you've beaten the game.
Yes, the tweaking with the bicycle.
I don't know. I don't know if it's completely patched or if it just doesn't work in the same way in Platinum, but the Platinum can't do the same thing.
Very cool. So we'll see that for an hour, and then waking up on Saturday morning, On will be showing us a Primeape speedrun of Pokemon Fire Red, Leaf Green. Now, I have to imagine Wanli Ways will be around to watch On's Primeape speedrun of Fire Red, Leaf Green. That seems like a Wanli Ways
for the chat to be 3 hours of that Mankey emote that bounces up and down.
That'll be very fun. And it's interesting. That looks like it's a much longer run than the main Squirtle or Charmander runs. So that'll be very cool to see. I'll let you guys talk about the one after this. We have Pokemon Emerald at 9:45 a.m. Eastern tomorrow morning.
Yes.
Yeah. This is sort of a salty run back from the last time I tried to do this. I brought 3 other people this time. Hopefully everybody shows up and we can actually get somebody to finish the run.
Hopefully 4 people's enough.
It really should be. Like one, I'd be a little bit surprised if none of us find like a first try. So hopefully we're not all going to be sat around waiting for one of us to actually do the thing. Yeah, that should be good.
Very exciting. I can't wait to see that. It's going to be blast seeing 4 people try the any percent all at once. And after that, we're going to be seeing the Pokemon trading card game, a 3-way race between Pinecone, Ragantreg, and Tauronite. We're going to be seeing a race of the Bulbasaur deck versus the Squirtle deck versus the Charmander deck. So that will be very fun. And they'll be skipping the tutorial via the new glitches that we've had in the last couple of years in Pokemon trading card game. Then after that, now we are just in a Gen 3 city this weekend, aren't we? We've got MachWing in our call going up against Wave Warrior in Pokemon Sapphire glitchless, not using the new Ruby Sapphire glitches.
Yeah. It's going to be the only glitchless for Gen 3, I think. Or one to actually, so is Anonon's. But yeah, I'm excited to show off Sapphire glitchless, which is funny because the last time Sapphire glitchless was shown off and PSRM, it was also an Aber route, but this one's much different from then. But it's a run I've poured a lot of time into, like within the past calendar year. I'm just excited to show it off, and I know Wave's also excited too, and just hoping to put on a good show with that one.
For sure, and that will be right in midday primetime slot for watching some Pokemon speedrun marathons. That's very exciting. But even more exciting, or I shouldn't say more exciting, but very, very exciting.
You're just going to do him dirty like that.
We don't care about Ruby Sapphire glitchless. You guys got to see what's up now. No, this is great too. I'm very excited always about Ruby Sapphire speeds. I grew up on playing Ruby and Sapphire, so I'm very excited about that. But also very exciting is perennial face of Pokemon speedrunning. I shouldn't say perennial. He's not necessarily always in the marathon that we do for Pokemon speedruns. But we do see Shenanigans doing a 7.5 hour long Catch 'em All glitchless classic run. Classic meaning there will be no RNG manipulation. There will be no reset, do the couple steps, and get the Pokemon every time strats. This will be your classic de-summing out tons and tons of catches in Pokemon Blue, and we're going to see that for 7.5 hours. So get your popcorn, get your blankets, get your, I don't know, if it's the middle of summer, maybe get your beachwear, go out to the beach, pull up the stream, lounge out in the sun, and watch some Pokemon speedruns tomorrow, because that'll be very fun. After that, we have Headbob doing Pokemon Unbound any percent. Is that that's got to be a fan game I'm not familiar with, Pokemon Unbound.
Yeah, it's a ROM hack.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Does anybody know particularly what the ROM hack is doing?
Nope.
No.
Silence.
Perfect. So we'll have a completely new, nobody will have any idea what's going on show tomorrow at 11:20 p.m. Eastern.
Those are some of the best ones, though. Like, I enjoy. You get someone that just shows up with a random ROM hack, and you'd be like, I have no clue what this is going in. I remember loving, was it Pokemon Brown that the Bombstu did? Like,
yeah,
back in the 2015 marathon, that was one of the best ones I'd seen.
Yeah, Brown actually had a pretty big speedrunning community around it for a bit, so that's very cool to see that we still have new communities forming around random ROM hack games. So that's very cool. And now we're going to skip quite past this random weird ad into the Sunday block. Okay, at 4:05 a.m., Kyutora will be showing Pokemon Renegade Platinum, any percent glitchless, 60 FPS on the DS. That has got to be another ROM hack, and it's almost like we got a ROM hack block here. That's very cool for the Saturday night into early Sunday. Ooh,
Yeah,
and then
from what I know, that's a difficulty hack. So not only does it change the game for different events, but it also makes the fights a lot harder. That'll be interesting.
Very exciting. So we have after that, 7:20 a.m. Amoeba, you're just coming up all over the marathon. We've got Pokemon Moon any percent on the new 3DS. Tell me a bit about that run.
I really enjoy it, but it is a lot of cutscenes. So it's in a bit of a quiet period. It'd be a nice little chill 5 hours that I've dragged Ekman into to come and do commentary for. But it is a fun run. It's very interesting.
So if you want to watch some movies Sunday morning with Amoeba, you'll get to watch the cutscenes of Pokemon Moon and the speed run around getting through all those. That sounds very exciting. And a man after my own heart, right here, we have Wanli Ways showing Pokemon Yellow any percent glitchless. I have put so much routing effort into this game over the years, and I am so excited that people are still speedrunning it. So thank you so much, Juan, for showing Pokemon Yellow any percent glitchless on GBI on Sunday, just before 1 p.m. Eastern. After that, we'll have Kid Rocker showing XD Gale of Darkness. This is a quite long run here. The time is estimated at 4 hours and 55 minutes. There's a lot of variance in the XD Gale of Darkness run, so we'll see that from Kid Rocker. And then TTS for Life will wrap up the evening with Pokemon White 2 any percent. Again, a lot of any percent. Moon, XD Gale of Darkness, and White 2 all any percent. Though I don't think that's necessarily because of glitches in any of these runs.
Yes, that's correct. They all just default any percent because there's no point calling it glitchless when there's no glitches.
Mm-hmm. Very cool. So TTS for Life will wrap that up Sunday evening, taking us into the early hours of Monday. Then we'll see Headbob doing Pokemon Omega Ruby Baton Pass. We already saw Headbob doing the run of the Unbound. Yes, Pokemon Unbound. And we'll see also Omega Ruby Baton Pass. Baton Pass being where you have to use a different Pokemon for every major battle in the game. So that'll be very exciting. Then we get a reprisal of Alwo Rebentus and adding in TTS for Life also from the Pokemon White 2. Alwo and Rebentus, big racers apparently, but we're also adding in TTS for Life and Affected Ashes for a race of Pokemon Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Manipulus Glitchless. We'll see that for 4 hours, starting at 4:30 a.m. Eastern Monday morning. Going into the end of that, we'll see Crisis Oris hitting Pokemon Scarlet's Treasure Hunt category, which is a 4-hour-long Pokemon Scarlet run. Very exciting. And after that, we'll see, again, the perennial face of Pokemon speedrun marathons, Rubber Ducky Assassin, RDA, will be showing Pokemon Battle Revolution Low Percent Cindy on the Wii U at 1:03 p.m. Monday. So this is an interesting thing for this year's marathon. It will be a full 4 days of Pokemon speedruns. Well, probably 3 days by the time, but we'll have runs today, Saturday, Sunday, and an extra day on Monday. Then Monday, when it's all wrapped, when Rubber Ducky Assassin has finished Pokemon Battle Revolution, you'll see me again and a secret, as yet to be determined, cast of characters for the Atro show. I would love, and you guys tell me what you think about this, but I would love to just get as many people in the call from the marathon as possible and just make it like a complete cluster of
We did
people.
that. We did that at the end of the pod quiz that one time, and it was an absolute mess. It was just a nightmare.
I remember that. That was so fun. So we might do something like that again, or we might not, but we'll see. And we'll have an outro recapping the best events from the marathon.
I love that Jordan's been quiet for this entire thing, and he's just typed, "That sounds like an audio nightmare for this one."
Oh no, we're giving the tech team nightmares. Oh, so I'm very excited though. It seems like a great lineup as always for the Pokemon Speedrun Marathon. We have more marathon than ever this year with Monday runs. And do you guys have any other final thoughts before we wrap and go to the actual show?
Not in particular. I'm very excited though. Very excited to see all the runs.
Wish
We've
good
got
luck
the
to
first runner
everybody.
here in the call. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Amoeba.
No, I was just saying, wishing good luck to everybody. Hopefully nobody suffers too hard from RNG.
There's no RNG in the Ruby any percent, is there? We're not going to see a potential crash out like on the Emerald runs.
All right.
There's nothing that will break your game, but there is some RNG in the early game and the late game.
I felt very called out there.
Amoeba, it's nothing you. It's the game, right? What can we do with the game other than we try to attempt the same thing 30 times across 4 people to get it in the marathon?
It's going to be the first 4-way first try egg hatch.
Yeah, I agree. That I actually would love to see everyone finish the any percent race. That would be very exciting. So, yeah, I can't wait to see all the runs. Thank you to BluMagma for kicking off the rest of the marathon, and we'll see you guys in a few days.